Hey, welcome. Good to have you here, Captain Walker. Just setting things up with a stream on YouTube. I'll only be a minute. Hey, welcome everybody. Hey, Adil. Hey, Guilty Endymion. Guilt Endymion. Sorry, I always mix that up. Anyway, as you saw from the stream announcement to the left, we're playing through a mod that sort of went under the radar, but has a modest following. Burton Equation, which one I've been hyping for, and I ended up really enjoying it. So I've been meaning to do a proper playthrough again, and there's a mostly finished music mod I've been working on that fittingly gave it songs in the TimeSplitters soundtrack all across the board from 1 to Future Perfect. So that's what I'll be doing tonight, playing the full mod start to finish and getting to experience how it feels with a slightly different change of pace. Why Liberty City? I'm guessing Guilt Endymion's a fan of GTA 4. Or GTA 3, I suppose. Either one would fit. So we'll just start from the top. We'll be starting with the Noir chapter. There are 4 sections: 1920s, 40s, and 80s, and then a finale set in Half-Life 2 City of 17. Each one lasts about 5 or 6 chapters, give or take. I'd say this will probably take a few hours to beat. Couldn't get the M14 working.
Sometimes the places we know the most
Sorry to hear that.
are the places we like the least. I'm Zachary Burton, police detective. Not that I've had much pride in my job for a long time anyway.
How you'd get it working.
The streets have been run by the Metro Gang for 2 years now. Corruption is everywhere. Reports dropped in the trash before they ever make it to my desk. For Bryn Kostrutzi, the head of the operation, he's got dirt on everyone. He never leaves his territory. So here I am, stuck in place, without ever a lead to follow. Maybe that's why I heard out this woman who pranced in my office. She, pleaded with me to do something about them.
Hey, there's another soundtrack.
Maybe I want to change, or maybe I just needed a pretty dame to send me on my way.
It's nice and all, for the most part.
Either way, this process ain't working. It's time to try something new. Let's get my head on my gun before I go. Time to hit the streets.
So this is a lot more combat driven than a lot of Half-Life mods. People that will try to replace them, I don't know if it's wrong or the game isn't moddable. It might be moddable, but I'm just not sure. It's a gun that doesn't already exist. I'm not sure how you would add it. If it's only multiplayer mode, if it's a multiplayer exclusive, I wouldn't know how to add a single player. I guess that's the same problem that I've had with Spec Ops. I haven't checked the machinist out yet. Sorry, I actually forgot about that. Why is it telling Walker what it is 40s? I don't know. I don't know if they're that simple. There's like a certain threshold that has to hit before you let go. Game sound greatly overshadows it. Sure. Okay, how's this? Hey, welcome Maximus. Can you hear me better?
Morning, evening, whatever time of day this takes your fancy. Here in Chicago, all we've got for you is the news of the day. Today's key items: the Green Metro Gang out of control. The Chicago PD Commissioner issued their Metro Gang a small time. All we got for you, and your peers against the pack. We think maybe their family. People are coming soon in this broadcast. Keep your radio on, folks. Okay, let me know now how it is. Look around, you can just find like hidden items and stuff, power-ups. I know each level has like a DeLorean, a special gun pickup. It's just a matter of finding it.
Your gang were more prepared than I thought. I knew they were just waiting for me to make a move. But they have the streets locked down. I gotta take the fight to them in the warehouse district. As the Hof of Brains dug himself into. Smack dab in the middle. The gang is armed to the damn teeth. Military surplus, automatics. Yeah. I think a bit of confiscation is in order.
the task force. That's that I don't really care about as much. We have enough ammo to use this.
Damn. Power's out. There'll be a spare fuse around here somewhere.
I'm not complaining. Oh yeah. This is down here. For some reason I thought I had to take it from upstairs to downstairs, but it's far away around. Demo for Severed Steel has an extremely early mock-up of the apartments level. Oh! Hey, good to know. I'd be interested in how Severed Steel is a really fun game. That I would also highly recommend. The destruction system in that is really good. That's one of those things that I really thought was going to be a huge innovation in gaming when I got older. Stuff like Red Faction would be the norm, but not really. So the campaign wasn't quite finished, but how far was it all from release? Because I think it came out in 2021. It's been out for a while, it's just they've supported it, which is pretty impressive. The devs did a great job. It's like, even after the main campaign is there's New Game Plus mode, there are like several side campaigns they can do, and bonus levels and down, it's way too loud. Okay. Yeah, the music, audio, everything else, it's a work in progress. I don't want to drown everything out, though. Thank you guys for the game sounds blasted, yeah, sorry. I'm trying to course correct that. Okay. I think that should be a lot more manageable. How's this? I understand just how noisy this would get. Yeah, this Your mic might be set low. Sounds more like a mic issue now. I don't have my mic reduced at all. It's, I mean, it could just be that my mic isn't the best, honestly. Or that I need to project my voice a little more. This wasn't the priciest mic. Alright. I appreciate you guys giving me feedback on the mic, though. It's good to know. I want to make sure that the stream's easy to follow along with. There's always something new to learn, so I appreciate your patience with this.
Tight, dirty fighting. Nothing I'm not used to. But now the streets of Chicago. I've had some run-ins with these punks before, but they've really kicked it into high gear this time. Might be jumping into my grave here, but I'll be damned if I don't pull for Breen down with me.
They kind of have that aspect to them of being really loud. Kind of have. Try going for more of the jazzy or cinematic tracks.
Well, if it ain't Detective Boynton. Hero, huh? Come get me on the roof, Detective. If you've got the stones, that is.
Detective Boy. There's just so much ham in his delivery. I love it. I literally heard what you were turning my volume up to hear what you were saying. You mean like right now? Down the game volume too. Yeah, I'm guessing part of it is just my mic isn't the best and Source games are very, very loud. I have to do a lot of post-editing to make sure that I'm audible and that everything isn't so loud whenever I'm making videos. So maybe that should have been a sign.
That's all? Well, time to report back at the office.
The Tesla Tommy gun, or the Combine Energy Tommy gun. What am I doing? There's a ladder. Oh. I remember now. I need some health. Severed steel. So, Impact was originally the, like, was that the original cannon she used? Or was that just a case of that being one of the options at the time? I should be looking for some pills or something. Burton took some hits. There we go. I think I'm almost fully healed. Mouse. Oh yeah, Mouse PI.
Think it was going to be
Yoss is
that
doing some digging
easy,
into that.
Detective?
It looks like a good
Rally, boy.
Some sound issues. I guess it's some sort of
I got plenty of tricks up my sleeve.
It's a recent updates issue or something. Oh, you deleted that mod, Dusk? Whoa.
All that work just for Breen to
So
slip
something
away.
was up with the mod.
I knew something was up with these gangsters.
Maybe I need to uninstall and
There ain't
reinstall
nothing
it.
in this world that explains what I saw here today. Stands to reason. Whatever's up with him must be out of this world. I never saw that woman again. Maybe she was just trying to push me in the right direction, or maybe she's even one of them. Either way,
Oh, okay. Good.
just being a
Glad the
detective
mod's
ain't
still
gonna
up.
cut it
Because that
anymore.
Lewis gun looked really cool in Mouse PI. It's a
Gotta
shame
be
it got
something
cut.
else.
Reminds me of some of those other guns that got cut from Deadfall Adventures. Which I still want to continue. I don't know if they can be restored. I tried putting the shotgun into Spec Ops Online, but meanwhile, some other guns in there have Spec Ops, so it's not just, it's not that game, it could just be that particular model. I have a soft spot for low budget games that are good. Deadfall isn't the best, but that's its charm. Oh. Hey, I got some of the modified Tommy gun ball ammo. Yeah, it's one I released on ModDB. It replaces all of the songs from the base game with songs from the TimeSplitters soundtracks. There we go.
Metro gang didn't come out of the warehouse. Detective Burton's gone this month to go. People's here. Away. Metro gang is still working on the side. Job of shooting is getting people's heads up there. One fella reported one of the
Special
blocks
down.
shooting.
Nope.
All is proud of the out of his gun. Folks, this is why you need
Tempted
keep
to
out of
play.
firefights.
I downloaded the builds for Future Warfare. Dude, there is a video of me commentary. Partially on Future Warfare, but partially on another topic. Because I still have a soft spot for games. The old ones. There's one topic I've always wanted to ask about. I guess the answer is obvious, but music is too low. Man, I can tell this is gonna be an uphill battle through the stream. Alright. I'll adjust it again.
Power's out again. Better start looking for that fuse.
Yeah, we need another fuse. Severed Steel. Yeah, once you get a feel for Severed Steel's gameplay, it becomes really enjoyable. It's just a matter of getting used to it first. Oh yeah, what I was gonna ask about is why China is never the antagonist outside of one game for Call of Duty. Because to me it feels like an obvious choice. Like, because Russia is the antagonist in a lot of levels. There's some in a lot of games. In at least a few that are Middle Eastern insurgencies and dictatorships that are antagonists. And those I think fit, but like one of America's biggest adversaries is China. So logically, if you think, oh, they'd be like right up Call of Duty's alley to have like a campaign where they're the main antagonists. But as far as I know, it's just Black Ops 2, and even then, they can sort of become your allies by the end. there's no campaign where it's just like China's the antagonist start to finish. And that bugs me because I really like Chinese guns, and I want more excuses to use them. You can't just leave me with Kane and Lynch 2 and leave it there, as much as I love it. It's not a first-person shooter, outside of that one play. One word, propaganda. Yeah, I'd imagine China would not be pleased if there was a game where, if there was a Call of Duty where they were just flat out the villains. Maybe they would pull away from like esports or allowing stuff like Call of Duty Online there. Hey, welcome, me Seeks. We were fighting some volume problems earlier. Music was way too loud. So was the in-game volume. I think that's been rectified. Hopefully. I would like that though. I mean, hey, if you want to make it go both ways.
Seems like I've stirred up the hive. The gang's on full alert.
First Korean War.
Whatever they did to this Tommy gun, it packs a
The
punch.
real Korean War, not
But dish it out as much as I take, but it's
and
getting
have
out
more
of
of a
hand.
campaign where you're forcing the
I
Chinese.
gotta make it back to the office.
It would still work.
I need backup. Someone needs to hear about this.
America wants they don't want to piss off China. Yeah, they can get away with pissing off Russia because they've been doing that for years. I think Modern Warfare 9 was the only one that went too far for Russia. Outside of that, otherwise above them, I think was just no Russia. And yeah, that upset a lot of people, to be fair. But it would be nice. I'd like some variety. But I still have a soft spot for COD. I want there to be good COD games. Yeah. Love doing kick as a finish.
And nobody will blame you if you choose to keep your head down for a while. Been a crazy night.
They've got enough.
With the National
Special
Guard pulled in.
Yeah. Oh, health. Cut him off mid-sense. Can't beat it. But yeah, I think that, I mean, it's a video I wasn't sure about making because after a while I realized the answer is kind of obvious. It's the same reason why Homefront has North Korea against both games. You can piss off North Korea, but not China. Though I do really like definitely one of those games that gets you what hate it deserves. It's basically the Half-Life 2 beta, but done. It's like a high intensity one. I don't think making a new server is a good idea. I mean, you can go forward with it if you want, but I don't know. I just think it's going to cause a lot of issues. guns aren't the best. Well, yeah, I know, but they look cool. That's my logic. Aesthetically, they look very nice. And since it's a video game, you can get away with giving them better performance overall. The specific polymer colors. It's a good combo. Sound like good advice, but I mean, managing a server takes up time. And you can always invest your energy elsewhere. Oh, finished with the first chapter. Hell let loose Vietnam some playtest on
Front line's cut.
Finished.
No backup coming.
Does it have
Seemed like that might be it for me. We're storming the precinct. There's no way out from here. But on my desk, there's a note.
I mean, is it good? Like, does it have
flowery
potential, or is it just not a good
binding tone? It's that woman,
just
all
not
right,
that good?
telling me this acts up. But I got this feeling. It feels like this play's just getting started. Maybe the world ain't so noir after all.
That is the end of chapter 1. Metro Gang's dominance had caught Zachary off guard. He found himself not being able to blame his colleagues, turning a blind eye. It meant he almost didn't survive his brush with them in full force. Green had been the target for a long time, but he finally put a face to the man. Something just wasn't right. Besides the alien Tommy gun disappearing right as Zachary was able to finish it. As he felt himself being pulled away from his office, away from Chicago, he seemed to feel in his stomach. This would be the last time he looked out inside his office window. The world shifted and merged outside, something dying tobacco gave way to dust and a different kind of ash. He'd be thrust into a conflict the likes of which the world had seen but once. Which he, by the end of this time, hoped to never see again. He wasn't just a detective anymore. He learned to become something more when Zachary Burton returns in Sepia. Extremely laggy gunplay is rough, bones are there. For an amazing sequel, but it's not ready. Well, hopefully they can iron that out before doing a full release. I like the art style here, real nice, giving me LA Noir vibes. I have LA Noir, I just never played it. I don't know, it just didn't, like, I wasn't sure if it was up my alley.
I woke up. The world was on
I've heard
fire.
it's about, though.
As soon as I finished reading that note, I found myself falling into darkness. Thought maybe I just passed out from all the blood and sweat, but then I heard gunshots.
So this is chapter 2,
Explosions.
Sepia, which...
Saw hard concrete walls.
Wrong. But anyway,
It only took me a second to recognize what this
you can
was.
probably guess what the color theme is
Another
here.
great war.
Never search Manhunt 2
I didn't know
TBE
why I
Noir.
was here, but I
Take
can't
your
shake the
word for
feeling
it.
that wherever Fabrine disappeared to, this was it. This guy and his
It's
gang's
out
here
next
too.
month. Full release.
We've got unfinished business.
Wow. Sounds like they're really rushing it. Why are they giving themselves such a short amount of time before releasing it? This is now in World War II, 1940s. We have German metro cops now. Maybe using they also shovels. Shovels are from David. Do you think they can fix it up in time, Dusk? I'm curious. The M1911, a little weaker, but with an extra bullet loaded. Also, that's what they said. This particular track is industrial. Yeah, I think in each level there's like that. I only know about the one in Terminus. Never search up Danny and Leo Manhunt 2 on Google. I mean, I've done that before and it's been okay, Meeseeks. I don't know what to tell you. This is one of those cases where Google tailors its searches based on past trends. Also, Grocery Games playtest for their new game and it's gloriously bad. Are you allowed to say that, Dusk? I mean, I'm interested. I just don't want you to get in trouble for talking about a game with an NDA. I mean, I don't know what else they'd be making beyond remake. I guess remakes or remasters. There we go. Solve the puzzle without even meaning to. It's a public playtest. Oh, okay. Hey, we got the MP40. Oh, cool. Okay, so what's the game, Dusk?
A gun's a gun, but these ones feel real cheap. If the bunkers and debris weren't enough, that alone tells me I was in war. No time for luxury when you've got men to kill. I cleared out the bunker, followed the route outside. See a radio bunker in the distance there. My gut's telling me that's where I ought to be going.
Beast Link. It's as good as you think. I mean, what even is it? Is it a third-person shooter? Is it... dare I say it, is it a hero shooter? Everybody seems to want to make hero shooters. Some of you guys are I am almost dead. Restorations. Multiplayer shooter about killing and taking giant monsters made in TBE 5 that runs 20 frames per second, percent anything above medium. That sounds like it should have come out like 6 years ago during the pandemic. For its best shot. Right now, it just sounds like it's going to be Evolve. Oh. I mean, I'm not wishing them ill. I don't know if that. I don't know what sort of market they're going.
Signal zur Schutzeinheit verloren.
Okay, I got that. Really need his health. Just out here breaking NDAs for the Vine. It's a public playtest, so everything should be okay. Thank you. Not supposed to put that. Looks like I should though. It's already there, so. Just not like the I know where to go now. It's GSG, we don't know any worse than Evolve. Ooh, it's gonna be that bad? Well, for their sake, let's go. Let's hope it's better. But, I mean, I'm not confident. If you're gonna ask me to, like, bet money that this would be a really good game, I would not be able to. Well, I thought I hit the end of the level. This seemed like the setup for one. How to see animation on UPK Explorer. I'm not sure if you can see animations on it. If you can, I don't know how, unfortunately. Simple joy of blowing up explosive arrows. Seems like the volume's at a good level now. Also, didn't remember to Oh wait, if this I have on here one more mod that I can play for fun. I recently played through Killzone Source, ended up having a pretty good time with it. So I might do a playthrough of that if this one goes quickly. If it's only like a couple of hours or something, or even a few hours.
I'll be damned. Mines that lay themselves. Let's steer clear of them.
Zone 1. Alle Einheiten Code 3.
Oh! I probably deserved a lot worse for a mistake like that.
Verstärkungseinheiten Code 3. Signal zur Schutzeinheit verloren.
Engine 5. I don't know why the leap from UE4 to UE5 was so, I don't know, disastrous.
I wanted to be back in these fucking trenches.
Like, because Unreal Engine 4 was pretty good. Like, I mean, it had its critics, but I remember it being pretty consistently
Someone else's war
engine.
for no goddamn reason.
I don't get why Unreal Engine 5 is such a mess by
Well, that's one silver lining, though.
They've wish I
Time
would just
I've
stop
got a real itch to fight these bastards. Radio tower's on the other side of this no man's land. Get a
Hey,
bad
if
feeling
we're
about
Spec
wandering out
Ops,
to the open. It's the
you
only
work for
option
that
I've got.
game else.
To keep moving or to fall behind.
I'm not sure if they could put like improvements Unreal Engine 5 was compared to 4. Strengths it all.
Einer getroffen, Zone durch.
Blow up. That was on me. Balls the entire time. Yeah, I think I was. That's what was going on. I thought I was hitting the.
I wanted to be back in these fucking trenches.
I thought I was in the hitting the barrel, but I was hitting the invisible wall right in front of me. What does me? Is MMP40? Yeah, it is. I beat the CEO instead of stealing the last stretch. Yeah, it is. There's like one last set of level comes after that. He's not the final boss, but he is like the main boss, right? Also, if you still don't understand the story at the end, just still not alone. You don't really understand coming out of it. It's like one of the basically explain what happens. I'd say that's one of my criticisms, is that the story is not very well wrapped on. I think it's a mix of lack of dialogue, a lack of like text to explain anything.
Einheit lokalisiert. Restliche Einheiten umfassen.
check. Start all the way from this way. This one, I'll take it. dangerous game here. In World War II, I actually finished the anime, Zeta the Last Witch recently, and it was okay. I'd say it did the job it needed to. It wasn't really extraordinary. It was kind of neat, I guess. It's a little disappointing because you know something could be better when a concept could go further. Okay, so that was the mod. That's cool. But yeah, so the last which was just 16. Fantasy story. This neutral country getting invaded by Germany. And she reunites at this long lost friend of hers. She tries to lend countries balance of power for better and worse. It's a unique concept, and I like the gist of it, but I think the big issue is that it just kind of sticks to the events of World War II. There isn't much flexibility. Not even in the sense of, like, radical changes in militarism. I just mean, like, if I died from that, I deserved it. I just mean, like, basic events sense. Where it felt like by the end it wouldn't have mattered whether or not I said the action scenes were cool, even if some aspects of it weren't really. Music is good. Animation is good. Just a bit though. Because and how there's used to kill hunters. Only a dead, just my hands. Idea, I'm gonna die. Oh. Thursday. I have tickets for Amazing Digital Circus, The Last Act. Been following the show, it's pretty nice. And a friend told me about the theater showing the day it happened, so I was able to get a spot at the local theater. Looking forward to it. Very curious as to how things wrap up. I know a lot of this, all of it, I think, actually got spoiled. But there's still the fun of watching it.
That Tommy gun, this time travel, these monsters, whatever the hell's going on here, I don't like it one bit. There's nothing natural about any of this. I still don't have the full picture. I'm not sure if I even can, but this is just the start of what these guys have planned. All I know is I gotta shut it down. One last set of trenches between me and that radio tower. Then I blow it to high hell. Maybe, just maybe, I'll be out of these trenches and back in my office just like I left it.
We all know that's not gonna happen, but we're gonna try to make sure that happens for Zachary anyway. He deserves it. He's a as for every light distance I mistake for the measure of how God is. Whoa! Zachary. of a step to change up which gun gets the P90's laser sights. Although it's possible to change that with settings. So I might need to just directly replace the P90's model itself. Wouldn't be a huge deal. It'll just be changing it, or swapping out the two guns that are currently. Okay, lost scan. Need to see some beta content. Whoa! What's legs? glad they changed it to this Tesla switch. Plus, it does look cool. So what's up here? Good. I think this will be the finale to Sepia.
Found this mortar on the way in.
It's also why the artwork.
Ones I'm used to are
is
too big to
different.
carry.
That was
This
the
one
original
almost
design
is.
for the Panzer.
I got the gist of it. Looks like it's been modified, same as that Tommy gun was. Now I've got to set up the fireworks and hold my ground. I'll wait for them to go off.
Who's there? We get to hear the glorious shots.
Einheiten
Oh, I
lokalisiert.
see. I need
Restliche
that.
Einheiten umfassen.
I'm the jump. Just coming across her by chance.
Neun Einheiten lokalisiert. Restliche Einheiten umfassen.
Good gun sounds, satisfying gun sounds are important. Unless
Let's see you here, detective. I warned you about having the stones to see this through, boy. It's bigger than you'll ever realize. Time to die.
Oh, I knew it. The bastard's thrown in with these outer space goons. The pillar's gotta go. Some dynamite ought to do the trick.
Fünf. Einer getroffen. Außenbereich.
I got everyone else.
Drei. Einheiten lokalisiert.
That's not right.
3 more charges should be enough to take it down.
If only I had the gravity gun. I could just. I'll make that. Wait, this area can be generous in health pickups. It kind of needs to be.
Just 2 more left. Lucky for me, these guys have a shoddy cleaning crew.
It's all about platforming.
1 left. Then I'm blowing this place to kingdom come.
Time to
Alright, another ball. Get out the fuse, the duck and run.
Still have rockets, so might be good.
Sure enough, as soon as the fire started raging, everything went white again. There's somebody watching me. Maybe it's that woman from the letter. In any case, it's something I don't understand. Either way, wherever I'm headed to next, I won't have sepia-tinted glasses when I get there.
That's how you say it. So I was right the first time. Beyond the battlefront. Zachary had now seen 2 world wars, 2 more than any man was really meant to see, and was bitterly reacquainted with the front lines. Still, he had only scratched the surface of this terrible period, for the weapons of the time weren't unfamiliar, nor the scenery he'd forced to endure. The horror surrounding the war would have shocked him to his very core. Though he did not yet realize the full scope that was taking place to show him the radio moment. Had been a crucial blow as the Combine's time travel efforts prevented the news in the 1940s this to be discovered. The skipping soon to last. Sacrifice mixed with short colors and hues, only dreamt of. Time passed by neon on Wednesday night. Returns in Miami. This might not be Hotline Miami, but we are going to be in the 80s in Miami, killing people and beyond some. And as such, we'll be using some of the more synthy songs from TimeSplitters. I think Miami is my favorite of the levels, or my favorite of the chapters. Outside of the obvious reasons, I just think it's cool.
From the muddy trenches of another great war, I was propelled decades ahead, into a bright, neon glow. A new kind of America, one drenched in booze and color. As the criminal underground once again reared its head like it did in my time, I fell into old habits and spun up my magnum. I had a syndicate to topple, and a skyscraper to scale, just like old times.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Green Court, Detective Boynton. Make yourself at home. My boys are already laying out the welcome mat.
Oh, I know why his name's plastered all over the place.
I wonder what they do. I don't think they're just, like, I mean, they're obviously Looks like all my shots are satisfying to actually see those explosives work. Doesn't stop at this. Storage area? But yeah, just some supplies. Just chill. Okay, I got some more back. 11. Just overthinking the problem.
Times might have changed, but Fabrine sure hasn't. All his plans still hinge on humanity doing their dirty work. I've got to stick this out. There's something at the top of the skyscraper I've got to find. Answers, Fabrine. You're assuming it's both.
Well, nice try. Like how it's almost pseudo random in a way, just by not having clears.
Fucking solid.
It's not my go-to favorite TimeSplitters level, but it's a good one. It's great for smaller amounts of bots and one-on-one fights with other people. reduction in caliber would do much. Especially since this still has an insane rate of fire. There's a side path. To be that way. It's a spooky Easter egg. Lights are on, they're gone, they're not. Oh, it disappears the way I'm supposed to go. Sometimes invisible meat moves. Seriously, what is up with that?
Oh yeah. It's not a half-life mod without a venom line.
blocks, only visible with a light or at certain angles. I don't know if that's hinting that these will be used, or if they were previously used against victims, or if it's just a visual glitch. I feel like you could read deeply into that. And the actual answer would probably just be it's a visual glitch.
What are you playing for? Get this thing inside. Just roll on the dice and somehow.
Some explosives will clear that door, no problem. These guys are putting up a hell of a fight,
Spaceport.
trying to stop me from getting up here. I've gotten so far. Looks like these did enough damage in my time to my friends, my family, and my country. Not gonna let them do it again.
No, this is nice. This is not where we're talking about this. That should be next. That said, we are going to be navigating out some windows. That's what I recall. That's gonna be a close task. Just love the comedic power of each kick. That's the sort of stuff I love about the Source. I should not know all that. it's easy to make a mistake. Down there, I backtracked a lot. Oh, here we are. Fire semi-auto or fire two-barrel burst. It's like a mix of real-life gun and I guess version. Priority targets. Much like in the regular Half-Life, the shotgun soldiers are the toughest. Or the deadliest. I guess would be the best way of putting it. I don't know if they have more health, but they can take out a lot more of yours. Yeah, it's decent power, but it's the accuracy that does it in. Shotgun is a more ranged weapon. The amount of think we're nearing the end of... No, we have a couple levels in Miami. It's not quite the end.
Luckily for me, this elevator didn't stop till I reached the top. What I know can only be an ambush. Someone left another one of these mortars just lying around. Dumb luck or a plant? My money's on the latter. Someone else want Fabrine dead? I'm happy to oblige.
The Stinger missile to shine. The RPG basically just has 3 skins.
Here we are again, Boyton. One of us waiting up high, the other crawling down low. Hi, detective. Promise me back.
Now I make it. I already have all the supplies I need.
Whoever said anything about fighting fair, pipsqueak?
You're toast, Fabrine. Flying machine or not.
Just love the dialogue. I love how this is just played straight. No subtitles. Some ferocious stuff. Leave it alone.
Beginner's luck, Boyton. Get him, fellas.
think it saves though after a certain progress point. So not just starting from the initial boss fight.
Better make my exit downstairs. This place is falling apart.
Harsh opinion from a Manhunt 2 fan, but after Red Light, it felt like Manhunt 2 didn't want to be a horror game anymore. It became an action game, not a stealth, disgusting, and depraved game.
Finally, Febreze
I don't know
toast.
about that.
Those are my
these
chances at getting
honeypot
the easy way down because these
fulfills
screwheads
that
stuck my
depraved
elevator.
aspect.
This
for the
buckshot
rest of the
beast of a
service.
shotgun.
It is more action.
It's no
heavy after that
Browning,
point,
but
there are stealth
you guys are in for a world of hurt.
I know what you mean. The first 4 levels of
Smoke's
Manhunt 2, they definitely feel
Gotta get out of
most,
here.
I guess, similar to what you would have expected coming out. At least in previous and all that. I know there's some people who thought Manhunt was just going to be about the asylum. Well, that could have been interesting. I think the sunrise was that. Having the overall direction. But yeah, that is a large take, but it's also fair. The vision you were hoping for wasn't quite what you ended up playing. Oh man, he is not going to be recognizable after that. I'll say this. This is the last level. I'll have to use some stinger and all that. Yeah, it's honestly pretty unparalleled. Awakening is a great opening level, a great tutorial level. The atmosphere is top notch. I would have loved to have seen it more the Asylum. I wish that 820 had been fully realized. We're hopeful that we can eventually play 820. I would love to return to a refurbished Explore Asylum. It feels like a very fitting way to round out the story. See, I don't think you're alone there. Like, even manhunters, detractors, like the Asylum level. It's very Thank you, Dutch. I do take that as a compliment. Despicable Me is a great movie. And Victor was a fun antagonist. We actually got it this morning. At the time, figured I should get it done. It was getting way too long. January, right? Like, this was like that. Alright, Miami is complete.
Not a surprise. Once again, I fought through impossible odds and got out just in time to get whisked somewhere else. Guts telling me we're in the endgame now. There's no going back.
There should be a voice line playing there. Maybe an update broke it. Dreams in Neon. Miami had been kind of excess Zachary had never seen before. In an odd way, it filled him with hope that mankind might get to the decadence before being tapped by the aliens or themselves. Gangsters this time were really no different than those of his own, trading contraband and hard cash, weighing their value against human lives. As he left this time behind, he just knew his counterparts of this era would have their hands full. Now, almost a century away from his office, he felt a pang of regret for having embarked on this quest. He thought of his family, the mother he had visited enough, and the father he judged too harshly. He may never see them again, but Now this fight was for them, all the peoples of those times. The destruction of the Marine Corps, the Combine was locked on a fixed trajectory. Modern conquest would have to suffice. Where Zachary was headed now was a stronghold of their forces. It was time to solve this equation and end this fight, where Zachary Burton meets his Terminus. So that is the Half-Life chapter, the big finale to the game. That's a pretty good one. Miami has its own vibes, though. I really like the close quarter fighting. It definitely feels like it took a page or two from Hotline Miami. Going room to room, taking down gangsters in white suits and black suits.
As I arrived, I found myself in a new kind of war. A revolution. I was a century away from my time. A place I've never been. Seems it's as bad here as anywhere. The world and humanity, slayed by the bastards I've been fighting all this time. I don't have the element of surprise, but all I have is just my will, my guts, and my 38.
Yep, so now we don't have a filter. It's just in proper color. We're in City 17. The USP comes from raising the bar. And incorporates an aspect of the early versions of Half-Life 2, where you could charge up the amount of it was overpowered, but also some modders have tried to reincorporate it. In this case, the it's a less exaggerated version of the blocks. Another difference is that here the Metro cops have the blue glow. That mostly shows up in like promo screenshots and artwork, but it helps you identify them better. Pick them out easier now. Definitely reminds me of the. I definitely think they were going for like the urban warfare level. Here. Is that right? Along with the MP7, I think this might also be the bar one. Backed off the last one. Okay, start something. is added on to the OICW. Yeah. I guess this is technically the beta timeline or something. I wouldn't know how to classify it in terms of lore. Because it has a lot of beta guns and stuff.
Seeing the final embodiment of these guys, I recognize them. Those goons in gas masks. Used to keep low like the rats they are. Now they run the streets.
Okay, this level I think is...
They're no different though. Thugs,
not the
gangsters,
most
criminals using force to get their way.
expecting some lag.
I brought the
Big
law in
level,
my time
but I
and in
don't think
others.
properly deload.
Time to do it again.
So it just chugs. This is grenades. I'll never forget that one. Eource. Alex technically is a sniper in that one episode 2 section. We are. I saved. Time for a unique level.
Moving up under constant fire wasn't too different from the trenches. Only these guys could take the head off of a rat from a mile away. I'm not chancing more of these streets. It's dark down here, but can't be anything worse than what I've already seen before.
He's gonna save his shotgun. Because that's not in the cards. Okay. I really hope this texture bug has been fixed. It has! Nice! That was a big problem in the initial releases. If you jump down here, your screen would just have the checkerboard pattern. So it was kind of hard to tell how to solve the puzzle, or which way to go. I ended up having a note clip because I couldn't see the right way to go. That needed fixing. Fair and square. The best way to do this is to run, carry it all the way through here rather than fight them one at a time. The true horde shooter experience. Also just open this, try to block off the back area and then open this, but you're not fighting the zombies. That just feels anti-gravity. Magnum.
Jesus Christ. I never gave those old horror stories any thought, but goddamn. Those things. Vampires, bloodsuckers, whatever it is, I mean. They go down under fire. But for Breen, his goons, these bastards, they've crossed a goddamn line.
On the streets. Yeah, a couple of us to go. I am clear. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't close to the server the way, but I was having fun, so hopefully I'll see. So much. What a shotgun.
No doubt about it. That place. That's the key to all of this.
Why on earth would they? out some of the TimeSplitters games. Some concepts for the most recent. This one is the ice station track. It's multiplayer level. Definitely the better ones with series. What's this game? Limited, or wait, no, this shares ammo with the MP7. Difference is accuracy, fire rate. Okay, there's the OICW. I was wondering where it came from. Compared to the MP7, it says better accuracy. 10 more shots, but also less. It has it's just about everything here. Now that I've thoroughly looted the area, I can take the fight to Fabrine. Yeah, there should be. Oh, around the back. Routing chaser. These grenades. Did it. Grenade spam.
I have a feeling I need to go in there. Whatever it is.
It's the Black Mesa Sweet Forest Distill.
These guys are bringing out the big guns. This time, they have legs. I'm not the only one tearing up this place. They couldn't stop me from getting in their way. I'd say that for these guys. Yeah. Time's up.
Not quite time to split, but
If it isn't Detective Burton again. You're out of place, buddy. And you're out of time, too. You've got no pals to help you. No escape. End of the line. Come get me, Detective. If you've got the stones, that
The bastard doesn't stay dead, does he?
for some reason I misremember there being a Amelia. I got the stones. Wouldn't fit I've got an AR1 or OICW. I mean, it's basically the AR. It fires slower, uses the grenade launcher as a scope, but it also has recoil. It does use AR2 ammo on the HUD with the in-game fire.
You ought to know, boyo. I was working these guys long before you came on the scene. I had a good thing going, too. Before you ruined it.
Here they're just like getting him ridiculous. Stand up to it. Like the vanilla ARs, albeit with a slow rate of fire. also shows off their very odd burn effect.
We both saw the Great War, Detective. You came back thinking you could make the world better. I came back knowing the truth. It's a dog-eat-dog world. So I figured, why not make the world mine? It ain't gonna be long until we're at each other's throats again anyway.
Restliche Einheiten umfassen.
Alright. Came at the perfect time.
Sektor 2.
Very handy against these hunters. Suppose that's all. So we can play by the use of a shotgun, but it is necessary. Very economic use of those rockets. Oh, there we go. These turrets. Again, there's still help to pick up and see. That is still technically active. Okay, that's good. Hey, how are you? Everything alright? I know it's unrelated. Have you seen the Manhunt 2 Nostalgia mod pack recently? Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking, Manzion. I appreciate the queries. Nostalgia mod pack? Yeah, I saw Hellwire more or less deleted his online presence. As I understand, he was hoping to relocate the Nostalgia mod pack outside of ModTB. I don't know if it was to Asylum or something else. Not sure what came of that though. I hope he's okay. Aside from, I mean, I never really had any issues with him, so I don't know what to make of it. Just cornered thinking what you've done. So that's what I know about all of this. And hopefully Hellwire's okay. That said, there are times I'll blame him for leaving social media. It's just easy to worry. That's all I realize. And it could just be an IRL issue. But the Nostalgia mod pack has been archived, at least. So if you want to play it, you can still do so. I upload the links in my videos. So they don't use the old broken links anymore.
I should have thanked you for letting me bask in the neon, old Zaki. Beaches, cocktails, dames. I could have gotten used to that. Then you went and blew me up. They have to put me back together, Burton. Peace. Some pieces weren't around no more. Now I ain't got nothing. No stinking warehouse, no skyscraper. I ain't even got a dirty old bunker. All I got left is you. So how's about it? One more dance. Winner takes all.
Brain, coming for you. Time to make this right.
Okay, this is the last one. But it's a nice shooter vibe. Might as well save here.
Give me all your
you got, Boyton. No room for half measures now, boyo. Only war left to fight between you and me, Zaki boy. No going back, Boyton. You know that, don't you? It's you and me now. Captain's calling Zachary for us both. Let's give it one last go round. Go, we're the only relics in this room now, boyo. We're the only relics in this room now, boyo. It's for a new age, Zachary. Different weapons for a new age, Zaki. Well, Zaki boy, this is it. Press that button and we're both toast. This place, all we've done, all gone.
Could have been contenders for Breen. Could work together, maybe. So a whole lot of messes. You said it yourself. We both saw the Great War. Maybe you could have made this world better. Stopped another one. Or at least, stop this.
I'm my nature, Zachary. Can't blame a dog for its bite. When they shipped us out, they wanted killers.
It could have been better.
World War I veterans. That wasn't insane. Veterans.
Nah,
Several years
I
ago.
couldn't have been, but you were. Too late to walk back now, detective. I wasn't lying about that. But maybe us being history, it's for the best. I ought to have died in that war, Boyden.
We both ought have. Let's end this then. Together.
Yeah.
No regrets, Zaki boy.
Nope. None for you. Great. What this look like? Perfect. Just more of a closing time loop, self-fulfilling time loop.
Well, end of the line. Everything led to this. For me to die doing what's right. I always knew this line of work would kill me. Sooner or later. This might be the terminus of my story. Might be the end of the world, too. But in my gut, it was worth it. Yeah. By God, it was worth it.
last he rolled Snake Eyes. As he lay dying, his hands were powered and washed by one detected out of time and full of luck. Zachary felt at peace. His job was done. This time he didn't feel the need to push on things. Before turning comprehensive colors above him, divinely collapsing on the sun. Just as soon as Zachary had seen his dark future snatched from it, questions were left unanswered. Would their struggle end in victory? Zachary would never know. He would only hope that humanity's episode was yet concluded. White engulfed him. For just a brief moment, he saw all the times the Combine had invaded. The periods he had fought through were but a fraction of their operations, and he was not the first he had chosen. He saw other nameless men and women across dozens of times fighting incursions into their own and others. He had been the first to succeed, to make it to the center of it all and solve the paradox once and for all. He was ready to face death. He wasn't asking for another chance, but sometimes the universe deals you a royal flush. Gambling was nice. This does read like a pulpy bit of exposition. And that was the Burton Equation. A very fun mod. I mean to play it again. I'm glad the music mod works well too. I just hammered that out one night. Because I'd wanted to get back into this, but I hadn't been overly crazy about some of the songs, especially the Sepia ones. I think TimeSplitters soundtrack works really well for this sort of replacement. Model crests here. There's the guns. I remember, yeah, there was some cooperation between the creator of this and the developers. Raising the bar redux. Yeah, some proper Combine models, RTB, RT. I gotta play Raising the Bar Redux, because we do. I say it because they put out a Division 4 trailer, and it's looking really cool. I gotta get myself up to speed before then. It's one of those mods I've been following at a distance. But I also really want to do a video recommending it. And also Redmond from Entropy Zero helped with this. I don't know how huge of a role he had, but again, he's in the credits. He got Steam ready. Crowdcom also made Gore. I don't know the name. It's some sort of Gore shooter on the Source engine. That might be worth checking out sometime too. It's on Steam now. I think it's a remake of an older mod that was made by him or someone else. There are a lot of mods on my 2 playlist. I'm getting through Heart of Evil Relit, and I have the Gate Relit installed. We're sticking around for the brief post-credits. The ending of Bioshock Infinite, but not. Less ambiguity, to some degree. The Burton Equation has been solved. And it's only been 3 hours. So you know what? I think it's time for one more game. I'm gonna go pull up Killzone Source. One last ride for us. That I'm going to do a proper video on as well, Killzone Source. This is just going to be another playthrough for fun. And it should be about half an hour, a little more maybe, depending on how much I get my ass handed to me, which could be a decent amount, all things considered. Might need to crank down the volume on this one. go. Everything else looks good. Looks like you guys can see it. So I'm just going to start from the top with this. There are difficulty settings, but it's hard enough on normal. I'm keeping it on normal. There's normal, hard, and very hard. And this is pretty close to recreating the strange
We need to
company
find a
level of
way
Killzone.
deeper down into the slums to locate Colonel
But there
Hacker.
are some differences in
Let's have a look around.
execution. There's ADS support. There are also more gun variants. Like, the regular ISA rifle has a flashlight for this version. There's a version of the pistol with a red dot sight. And some other variants you can pick up. This is one of those ones I'll have to be quick saving quite a bit. Also, really fast. The animations are good, but they are very in your face. They block your view.
We'll take the staircase and meet you downstairs.
But I mean, it is pretty faithful. That's what's really neat about it. It's just and I don't know if the AI is smarter or just give it more chance to be able to. But I died a lot more with these guys in the Combine. Other death sounds, but crazy. I'm aiming down sights.
Open fire!
Yeah, like I said, you're gonna hear that yow a lot. Alright, I'm grabbing the Eource rifle. The pistol is a reliable go-to I found in this mod. It's like Halo all over again. Very useful and very powerful pistol. Also, ammo pickup note.
Watch your back!
I like how it keeps the alternate fire options here. At least for the guns that have them, and even they have alternatives. The scopes in this, though. The console game just had to zoom in. The top of the scope is way too obstructive, so I can't really see what I'm shooting at.
The smell down here is unbearable.
It's a little too fast for my liking. fun trick you can do is which is good because the shotgun cycling animation is long. As does the regular reload animation. I think that was the case in the console game, though. It is what it is. Sometimes in life, you just gotta say that. It is. Okay, there's a... I need to hit a...
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, there we go. There was a switch.
Get out of sight. What?
Yeah, you died very easily in this. Yep. Playing through the Killzone Source mod. Wanted if it's this are insane. He's dead. It's very easy to lose in this. Balances the shooting and the stealth pretty well.
Keep out of sight. Ambush!
Something I don't like about this mod is the guns disappear way too quickly. You only have like a limited amount of time to grab them before they despawn. I get it for the bodies, but guns, like, you can only carry 2 at a time. And they're precious. They should stick around longer. pickups around here that are with the option of smart stuff.
Check your ammo.
I'll buy information centers. I've used up the grenades, so I'm gonna...
Enemy in sight!
Hopefully enemies are not the here. Finally, use the sniper for its intended purpose. I don't like Swegta's opinion on it. I mean, I get it, each to their own. I know why people don't like Manhunt 2. I just think it hasn't been given a proper fair shake. I'm not gonna bash someone for disliking it. Even the examples I used at the beginning of the video raising it were more just for reference about to indicate that yeah, this is not a well-liked game by a lot of metrics, even if people have come around on it. There. Okay, I'm ready now. There's a pre-rendered cutscene from the game.
Executed in fucking Hellgas style. Jesus.
No time. You're here for the spy, aren't you? Hacker.
Hey, let me just give
Yes, the spy hacker. Where is he? Has he been captured?
Hellgast. Through there 20 minutes ago.
Templar?
You've got a surprise coming when you...
God damn it! This spy better be worth all this bullshit.
Well said, Cortez. But, oh yeah. Anyway, I do disagree with Swegta. Completely.
They must have taken Hacker to the slums on the other side of the mall. We need to move fast.
Secure the area! Fire!
It's like their lines here.
Hostiles!
indicators on the ammo type, which is a shame. I'd really like to know resupplying on that. Killzone does like 75. Such a bad idea. Yeah, look at that. She decided to charge. Follow my own advice there. Oh man, I should switch guns. Okay, here we go. Only has 30 shots. Just fight off all the outcomes. Nope. Bad spots. yeah, Luger dies, then you lose. Sense good. Not a fan of that. It forces you to be aggressive when you don't want to. When you're trying to make it work. She just That said, she is a good partner when it comes to accuracy and all that. A lot of lead down range. Hey, health. So. I guess might be the last part of it. Now it's the
Secure the area!
In the files, but I haven't heard them. At this point, I don't even have this gameplay, but I can barely hear you. I have the audio turned low, so I should. Well, I'll turn it lower.
Watch your back! Firing wheel!
Yeah, this doesn't really feel like Half-Life 2. I mean that's let off my mind because we're playing a different game. And this is mostly polished, at least as polished as it can get. As a Source and FPS, or tactical FPS, or I guess one with modes and such that weren't factored in. Here we go, shotgun. Not as good of a weapon. Yep, it does. The underbarrel shotgun works better than the barrel shotgun. Oh, hey, that was a different death sound. And this is the end of Killzone Source. It's an interesting one-off. Baseline for your mic is low, game is fine. Okay. I need to upgrade to a better mic anyway. All the more reason to do so. It's clear that there are some issues I need to work around. But yeah, this is a cool port of, like, one section of the campaign. It's a shame there isn't more to it, but this was done like 10 years ago, and it was all one guy. Yeah, this was all like one mod. One guy porting an entire level of Killzone, recreating it into Source. It would have been nice if there was more to it, but this was already an impressive project, all things considered. All the Killzone mod for Spec Ops The Line reminded me of this, and how I've been meaning to play it, but I never got around to it, so my thoughts were, there's some time after the Burton Equation, I'll throw this in. And I'll update the stream title accordingly to reflect the fact that Killzone Source was played. Thank you all for tuning in, honestly. Stream will wrap up soon. I'll hop off for the night. I've been at it for almost 4 hours. It's been a good time. Lower key stream, but those can still be fun. I appreciate everybody tuning in. That means a lot. It's fun to share these games, mods, everything else with you guys. I always am happy to hear about what stuff you're interested in, what recommendations and such. I need to write down the machinist. Just remember that for future reference. Same goes for Thrill EX. I heard there's a really good alpha mod for Half-Life. Raising the Bar redo, their Division 4 coming up. Need to beat the Gate relit, need to beat Heart of Evil relit, I got those installed. Yeah, just a lot. One step at a time. Plus, the Blood Life review is going well, I just need to finish editing it. I'll probably be able to get it out sometime early next week. That review will be interesting. I don't think it's gonna go the way people expect. I recorded footage for a GTA Carcer City review, but I don't know if I'm gonna go through with it. We'll see. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, John Constantine. Means a lot. Thank you all for watching. I had a great time with this stream. I hope you all did too. Again, it means a lot when people watch this. And, yeah, this time next week, I'll be doing another one. Be deciding what to cover, but I got some fun videos coming up next week as well, so stay tuned for them. The next thing should be a release of some more squad mods for Spec Ops The Line. Those have all been finished up. The Gould one had to be cut, but everything else works fine. If you've been following like preview images and such on ModDB and also on my Steam page, then you know what to expect. but you've already gotten a taste of them with some of the previous campaign mini-mods. Anyway, thanks again, everybody. Have a fantastic night. Have a great weekend. I really enjoyed this.